they encounter a challenging problem. How many of you know, how many of you experience in life that after God does something spectacular, the devil wants to rear his head and make something cross on what? Dry ground. God did two miracles for them in one setting. God, number one, rolled up the water for them, a supernatural event, parted the Red Sea. Number two, the miracle of making land or ground that was wet and muddy, he makes it dry. And they walk across on dry ground. Then he did a third miracle, actually. They got on the other side. When they got on the other side, Pharaoh's army decided to try to follow the children of Israel to the other side by going and following.
Bruh!
The path.
Bruh. I wanted you guys to listen to something.
The Bible says that the Red Sea closed and drowned Pharaoh's army. And the children of Israel are now
My bad. I had to do something real quick. I'm sorry, y'all. I wanted y'all to hear something. Oh, this Fuzzy Town. Okay, I wanted y'all to listen to. I think he left off the part where, oh my God, it says, much better.
Freed. On the other side of the sea, God has opened up and worked this spectacular miracle for them, and they're free. Right after this miracle event, they encounter a challenging problem.
He's going to say it.
How many of you know, how many of you experience in life that after God does something spectacular, the devil wants to rear his head and make something horrible happen? As a matter of fact, that's an important principle to learn in life. I don't have time to talk about it, but let me just throw this in for free.
Ooh.
After something spectacular, the devil gets mad. He tries to create some problems and some issues. And in fact, that's exactly what happens. The children of Israel are through the Red Sea, and they get to a place, verse number 22 says, then they went out into the wilderness of Shur. The word Shur means wall. They had hit a wall. I don't know if y'all want to tell the truth and be honest, but some of you today have hit a wall in life. You've been trying to move forward, but you've hit a wall. You've been trying to get promoted, but you've hit a wall. You've tried to advance something in life, but you've hit a wall. And the fact of the matter is, the devil wants to frustrate you and make you upset and mad, but God has a plan for you. I want you to follow with me through this story. They get to the wilderness of Shur, and there they are. They not only hit a wall, but they're there and they search for water for 3 days, and they can find no water. And then
it's another part I wanted y'all to hear too.
They came to Marah. Y'all see that verse 23, and they could not drink the waters of.
I had a headache. I had a lot going on in here. My neighbor was knocking on the door.
And they have become bitter.
Oh.
They become bitter because they were expecting one thing.
This is what I was talking about earlier.
People here today who are like the children of Israel, and you've come up against the
and
waters.
It talks. Remember, I was telling you about not letting the situation change you
not treated you right.
for the
People
worse.
Have made you angry, and people have pissed you off. I thought I should talk about this because every day I encounter somebody who's mad, upset, hurt, disappointed, bothered, bitter, frustrated because life just has not gone their way, and they have become bitter. They become bitter because they were expecting one thing, but something else happened. You thought you were going to get good, but you got bad. You had prayed for answers, but instead you walk away with questions. You had hoped for deliverance, but instead you got demons. You thought that you were going to get a job, but instead you got fired. You were looking for something in one direction, but you ended up with something in a different direction. Now, I thought I should talk about this because here the children of Israel have not only hit a wall, they have not only hit a place of sure, a place that they can't go forward, they have now come across some bitter waters. And the question is, they can't drink that water. Some of you have bitter waters and you shouldn't be drinking, but you are drinking bitter waters. Some of you have not only drunk the bitter waters, but you've put the water in a canteen and strapped the canteen to your belt. And every time you get an opportunity, you're pulling it out, drinking from the bitter waters. Thinking about somebody who hurt you and somebody who did you wrong. Why did they fire you? And why is this? And why is that? And why you're going through this? And why you're going through that? Let me tell you something. Life has a way of handing you bitter circumstances. It is a part of life. It is a part of nature. You just keep on living. Matter of fact, you don't have to ask for bitterness. You don't have to go looking for it. It's gonna find its way to your house. Fact. Uninvited, unrequested bitterness is gonna make its way to your house. And the problem is some of you are letting bitterness move in and enjoy itself. You're letting bitterness come in and have its way in your life. And my assignment is to tell you, it's dangerous to let bitterness come into your home. Some of y'all are bitter. I hate when they do the commercials, but that's so true. It's so true. You know, a lot of times when people say that we're bitter, we take it to the heart. The question is, what happens when you get bitter? Bitterness is not a good thing. Bitterness brings drama and pain. It's dangerous for you to live and abide in bitterness. Bitterness is a dangerous thing. They done gone on with their life. You still harboring it. You still mad about it. You still trying to pay them back. You still trying to hurt them. They've gone on with their life, but you are still carrying it. And I don't know who I'm preaching to, but I believe you're in his camp somewhere today that God wants to move you forward, but you can't move forward because you're still trying to hurt the person back. You're still dreaming about it. You're still thinking about it. You're still blaming them about it. You're still holding them accountable for it. And you can never move forward doing that. Let it go. Okay. The Bible teaches us that a month or two ago that resonated with me. Let's see. Let's look up the word bitter right now, because when we hear the word bitter, I think that word bitter is offensive. A lot of times when we hear the word bitter, we, when someone says, "Oh, you're bitter," you're just bitter, and this and that, and this is this. We think of it as being, like being jealous or being envious, of somebody. And you know what? I guess in some cases it could. But it says bitter of people of their feelings or behavior, angry, hurt, or resentful because of one's experience or a sense of unjust treatment. Now I can resonate with that. And yeah, bitter, bitter, of people of their feelings or behavior, angry, hurt, or resentful because of one's bad experience or a sense of unjust treatment. A couple months ago, that was me, bitter. I was angry, hurt, resentful of someone's bad behavior. Was upset because of someone's unjust treatment. I really didn't want to really get into that, but I wanted somebody to hear what he was saying when he talked about how holding on to negativity and negative things and negative people
wasn't good. And it struck a chord with me when he talked about, when he said the part about um, some of you um, take bitter and you put it in a bottle and you walk around with it and you drink it every chance you get. A month or so ago, I would have took offense to that. But I'm adult enough to say, and I have enough class to say that, I'm sorry, my big old head hurts. Um, I can, um, like I said, I resonated with that. I always say though, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. It's not what you say and how you say it. And I did. I had a couple people, that made some comments to me about being bitter, and I took it really offensive because to me, when someone, I always know the word to be bitter. I've always seen it. I've never had anybody say it to me. I've always seen it used in like relationships when a person is like, "Oh, you're just bitter and angry because that person didn't want you anymore," and this is this. I've never. I guess I really never understood the full definition um, for um, what it was until, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to, that's a lot better. I really never understood the full definition until actually just right now, which is kind of sad, but I didn't. Um, but as I was saying earlier before I was rudely interrupted, um, again, and I'm not going to hold up too much of your time because I got another headache. I just kind of feel, I think I ate too fast and maybe a little bit too much sugar, but I'm going to close with this tonight. Um, I'm just going to repeat myself from earlier. Don't let nobody steal your joy, steal your sunshine. Don't let a bad situation change you. Try not to. If anything, let it change you for the better. And I know it's stupid for me to say, oh, let it change you for the better. Because really, a lot of times when we go through stuff in life, relationships, or even on, like he was saying, on a job, or, family issues or whatever, um, we as human beings, as people of, the flesh in the world, we, when something happens to us that is negative, we tend to, take it, negative and be hurt by it. And, we go through a whole cycle and, go through our feelings and our emotions and all this other stuff. And then we're realizing, hey, this is, even though that was a bad situation, it got me to where I'm at right now. And I say that all the time, right? With y'all, I tell y'all how, the things I've gone in life, even though they were crucial and even though some were horrific and some I thought I would never repair from, for me, they always molded me. They always made me stronger. They always made me better. Um, they really sharpened my personality, and I'm very thankful to be able to sit here and now and say that, because when I was going through whatever it was, whether I was getting fired from a job, or if I was being mistreated in a relationship, or being mistreated with a family member, or whatever it is that I went through, or you might have went through, I just hope that you guys always come to a point or get to a point where you say, um, I'm kind of glad that I got through that, especially when it brings you, um, you know, to a place in your life where you found peace, and you found, you regain peace, and you regain your knowledge of what, your self-worth and stuff like that is. Because I feel as though when you allow bad behavior, again, whether it's in a relationship or on your job or in your marriage or whatever, because sometimes we'll be in a bad situation on our jobs, but because we need the money, um, we'll stay in that. And I used to hear people tell me, when I was a lot younger, that sometimes you have to step out on faith, and sometimes you just gotta, take a chance, and remove yourself from a situation and know that God will take care of it. And we'll say, well, how am I expecting God to take care of it when, I need this job? I need, I need this, this is this. But it's true though. It's hard. Gosh knows it's hard. God knows it's hard. But it's so true because I've done it before. I used to be that, oh, I'm not happy at my job. I'm being, abused at my job. And abuse comes in all types of form: racial abuse, verbal abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, all different forms. And I'm just like, gosh, I need this job. I don't want to leave. You know, I have bills to take care of. But for real though, if you really, really trust, that Yahweh, Yahushua, Allah, God, Jesus, whatever you call greater, um, is He will take care of you. And that's hi, sweetheart. That's a promise. He will take care of you. Like He said, He will never leave or forsake you. And I know that I've struggled a lot with my faith, but what I went through a couple months ago, and I'm not talking about relationship wise, I'm talking about mental and emotionally wise. When He said that He will never leave and never forsake you, He meant it. And it is the truth. And because I personally don't think that I would be here sane talking to you guys right now. I really don't. Yeah, because those were some really, 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 yes, some really horrific um, events. And I'm talking to y'all. Because remember, I posted maybe a couple months ago, I was like, I'm not doing YouTube no more. I'm not talking to anybody. But um, who did I meet? I met a young lady from PG County, Maryland, about 2 months ago. And who else did I meet? And then I met a gentleman about 3 months ago. Anyway, I've met a few people, and they're like, "Do you have your own podcast? Do you have your own?" Um, oh, they were like, "You have your own show because you should really have your own podcast. You should really get out there and really, do that. You get really good advice. You be saying some really inspirational, inspiring things." And I always felt that way. I can always give somebody good advice, but can't never take my own advice. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because at the end of the day, I know that God is taking care of me. And I really feel and I believe that wholeheartedly. And I'm hoping that I will never have to question that again. Because sometimes um, I think that I'm a little extra special, and I'm saying this joking around. I think that uh, too bad we're on YouTube. I am so hot right now. Um, my personality is just so laid back and so cheerful. And when things are going good, things are going good. And sometimes I forget and I think that I'm extra special. And I think that I'm not. And again, I'm saying this jokingly. I don't actually think this. I get shocked when things start derailing, excuse me, or going downhill. I actually have a hard time dealing with stuff like that because I'm like, and I've expressed this to you guys before. I'm like, well, I'm helping people out and I'm donating and I'm, doing my tithes and I'm doing my I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm praying for people. I'm praying over people. I'm out ministering to people. I'm out loving people and supporting people. It seems like when I just put all my effort in and do the most, it seems like I go through the most. And I'm like, that whole pity crap. Why me? Why me? Why me? And I keep forgetting that life is not set up to be smooth. It's just not, like the guy was saying in the sermon a minute ago. Um, when God turns something around for you, how the enemy will come in and try to set you up for failure. Um, and sometimes I don't know. I'm not gonna say I forget. I'm jokingly saying it. I guess that's how you say it. Forget that shit is gonna happen. Shit happens. Things are gonna happen, and I'm gonna have to be like, put on my big girl drawers and tough it up and just do what I gotta do to make the situation better. I'm getting this. I have sinus and allergies really bad. That's why my eyes red. I had someone comment last time on my live, was I high? No. I keep looking back because my eye drops are in the bathroom, and I have a bad habit of leaving my bathroom door open. So I was turning to see if the door was closed when really I could have just looked right there. But anyway, yeah, I be thinking that I'm extra special, Tom. I mean, I am special. You're special too. But I have a hard time when everything's going good and this, and ugh, there it goes. Because it seems like it happens more um than I would want it to. And people will tell me, that um when you're a good person, the enemy will attack you, more. And that's true. But yeah, that's true. So I'm special. I'm not as special as I think I am. Life is just not set up to be consistently smooth like that. Although I wish it would be. It's just life is just not set up like that. And I want you guys to know too that it's just not. Um, don't give up. 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 It's imperative that you don't give up. It's imperative that you don't think that you're the only one going through something. Don't ever think that you're the only one that makes mistakes. Don't ever think that you're the only one that has like downfalls and stuff like that. Know that you are a human being. Know that you're loved. Know that you make state mistakes, and that you always, most of the time, have the opportunity to correct them. Um, know that you're great. Um, know that someone loves you even when it doesn't feel like it. Know that someone really wholeheartedly loves you somewhere. When you look in the mirror, um, even if you're not physically looking okay, it's imperative that you look in the mirror every day, every chance you get. And it's not to be vain. Remember that you are a reflection of God. You are, God's child, Allah's child, Jehovah's child. Remember that, and that you are imperfect, and that, again, you're loved, and you're all those things. So you look yourself in the mirror every day and you say, good morning, or good evening, good afternoon, handsome or beautiful or gorgeous or whatever. I love you. I look myself in the mirror all the time. I'm not gonna say all the time, most of the time. And I had a hard time doing that. I had a hard time doing that for a while, just period, looking in the mirror. Um, hello. I had a really hard time. Okay. I have kids. I had a really hard time looking in the mirror, telling myself, I love you. I love you, Kim. I love you. You're great. Okay. But do that. You have to do it. You have to do it. I can't express. Um, oh, um, me personally, I would use, let's see, I would use, um, you can go to like CVS Pharmacy or Walgreens Pharmacy, um, or any type of pharmacy, even Walmart or Target, and they sell alcohol. You know how when you go to the hospital, they have like alcohol wipes. Um, you could clean her belly with that. My kids are 27, 16, 13, and 7. Yes, I have a 27-year-old, 27, 16, 13, and then 7 are the age of my kids. But that's what I would do. Like I said, go to Walgreens, Walmart, Target, um, even sometimes they have. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. My 7-year-old likes to think that she um uh well, my I can't do that on YouTube. I don't think they'll let me do that on YouTube, but my 7-year-old is actually asleep. She went to school and she comes home really, really tired. Um, what you can do is they do have videos on YouTube, or what you do is you can go on Google and you can just type in um, what can you type in? How to properly clean, a young child's belly button. Because a lot of people don't know this. Your belly button is your lifeline. Remember, your belly button is very sensitive. So you do have to be careful when you clean a. Oh, well, my baby's sleeping right now. It's hers is, I really don't think, um, well, I don't want to give any bad advice on that. I don't know if it really matters the shape of it, but um, yeah, I would go, or you can. There's a website. I can't. My baby's sleeping. Um, I can't. I'm not gonna wake. I can't wake my baby up to do it. Um. Uh. Yeah. But yeah. Which, like I said, you can go on WebMD. Um. Oh, she's not gonna go for that. She's not gonna let me do that. She is a angry bird when she's sleeping. But let me see. Like I said, you can. I want to say you can go on WebMD, or they have demonstrations. Like if you Google, YouTube is like new TV. You can find any and everything on YouTube. Um, well, for me personally, how do I approach my child? I just tell her I want to clean her belly, or I'll let her do it. Like I said, you can get the alcohol swabs from the store, or I think peroxide might be okay. Or if you're bathing your baby, you can just use like warm soap and one, like if your child's taking a bath or taking a shower, um, you can do it in the bathtub. If you watch your child closely, you can actually have them do it. Because you gotta when you're doing stuff. Um, yeah, you know what? All of our belly buttons are dirty. I've actually, this is really gross, kind of. I've actually picked at my own belly button, and I guess you're talking about that black soot that comes out, and it has that um, kind of like potent smell to it. Everybody's belly button is gets a little. I do both. Sometimes I let her clean it, or I clean it for her. For the most part, I let my daughter do it herself because she's very independent. She's very independent. Just like my child, she actually bathes herself. She's going on 8 years old, and she bathes herself. I'll, make her a small tub of water, um, and um, you know, um, just allow her to clean it. But if you feel like it's not being cleaned properly, then maybe you should go to like a pediatrician or something. Hi, or go to a pediatrician or something like that. If you don't feel like safe doing it, or if you don't feel safe allowing your child to do it for you, I mean your child to do it with you while you supervise, then consult your um, 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 consult your pediatrician. That's my advice. Consult pediatrician. I'm going to write that here and get back to what we were talking about. Oh, no. When I'm with my baby, she likes for me to rub her hair. But everybody likes different stuff. I had a friend, and she actually what did she do? And my friend is actually grown. Don't tell her I told you guys this, but she actually likes when people mess with her ear when she's sleeping. So, oh, that's sweet. So to each their own. Yeah. Um, it's flat. It's a any. It's very flat. The other thing you might be able to do too is I really wouldn't suggest taking the Q-tip to it. Um uh um but that may be another option too. Like I said, there's excuse me, videos videos on YouTube that you could try. Um, a lot of videos on YouTube or just Google. You can Google it online. And I really, to be honest with you, I don't really think it depends on the shape or style or whatever. Um, yeah, yeah. I don't really think I really don't think it matters. The if it's an Indy or an Audi. No, hers is not deep. Nope. Okay, there you go. Okay, let's see. Hmm. Hmm. Oops. Hmm. Yeah. So, um, yeah. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah, I really don't think it matters the shape, if it's in or out, flat or whatever. Your main thing is that you just want to do it and be safe about it. And yeah, like I said, you're welcome though. You're very, 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 very welcome. You have a good evening and a good holiday. But Okay. What? Who's that, Shinobi Striker? Oh my gosh, where'd you find your game at? Look at God. And then don't even, and you can only play it on the PSP 4, right? Bruh. I wish the PSP 5 would come out. Is the PSP 5 out? Because I was hearing something on the radio where the guy was talking about PlayStation, whoever makes PlayStation, I don't know, I just buy the doggone thing. They was talking about whoever they're urging people to go ahead and buy the PlayStation 5 because it's actually affordable right now. But then when I looked, I don't even think the PlayStation 5 is out. They say, is the PlayStation 5 out yet? Let's see. It is out. Wait a minute. PlayStation 4 Pro. Oh, it is out. And it took me to Target. My eye is like getting on my nerves right now. Let's see how much the PlayStation 5 is. Do they have a new Xbox out? Actually, it don't. Oh, that thing on PlayStation 5 ain't out yet, I don't think. Oh, yes, it is. That's Xbox One TB Gear of War 5 bundle. PlayStation 4. So I guess you guys, the PlayStation 5 isn't out. I'm assuming. I'm getting a headache. I'm about to get off here, but let's see. Okay, here we go, y'all. Official release date and name. The PSP 5 will release between, listen to this. Will release, the release date for the PSP 5 is between October and December. Wait a minute. It's between October and December 2020. So the end of next year, around this time next year, is when the PlayStation 5 comes out. I'm over it. Y'all. I was thinking that. Anyway, you guys, I love y'all for real. Anybody else have any questions for me? As you can see, I don't mind answering a person's questions. I'm a very classy person. I don't, I like to help people. I don't mind helping people. And yeah, that's what I'm here for. I don't mind. I just ask that people be realistic and be respectful. That's all. And I want you guys to have a very, very thankful Thanksgiving. But you should be thankful every day. My big old head. Anyway, I love you guys so much. I love y'all for real. Remember, don't give up. Remember to look in that mirror every day and tell yourself that you're wonderful, you're great, you're loved, you're handsome, you're pretty, you're a butterfly, you're a king, you're a queen. Show yourself some self-love. And it's not being vain. It's called self-love. Sometimes we have to build ourselves up. But I love you guys for real. You guys know where you can reach me at. I left my email again. I might put Hangouts on my phone. I'm not sure, but I'm going to go ahead and take care of this headache. Have some conversations and have some nice tea. You guys, I'm going to get in my bed and I'm going to, actually, I'm putting my child out of my bed. My baby's in my bed. She's going on her own bed. And I'm going to watch some Hulu. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll try to get at you guys around 11 tomorrow. I thank you guys for watching. Your support means every freaking thing. This is the other thing too. If anybody wants me to subscribe to their channel, I don't mind subscribing. So if anybody gets the standing in awe that says subscribe to their channel, I'm not doing it to be nosy. I want to support you guys the way you support me. So you guys let me know if you want me to subscribe to your channel or not. Because I don't want to offend anybody and I don't want anybody to think that I'm trying to be nosy or anything like that. I just want to show the same support to you guys that you show to me. And I'm going to go and take my clothes off and get in my bed. And I want you guys to have a peaceful, joyous, loving evening. And I stress again, if anybody needs to talk or needs any advice, send me an email. Or if you have my number